Hello everybody, it is Sanguine Sweetheart, and welcome to another video of Species Unknown. This is a mission on Easy to extract the data, and this game has gotten a couple updates as time has passed. So there's going to be some new things you're going to see in the video. Don't mind the choppiness. As you may know, I still play on a Steam Deck and I record on a Steam Deck, so all the choppiness is due to the system not only running the game but also recording at the same time. So, as you'll see from the mission briefing, we'll have 2 modifiers, no category 2 weapons, and paid ammo and health. So, I will be avoiding paying for ammo and any health. And as you can notice that the starting handgun has 30 rounds instead of the usual 15. That is because the game got a recent update to add 2 new sidearms and add upgrades for not only the starting pistol but the other 2 sidearms. The next video I will post will show off one of the sidearms, and the video after that will show off the last one on the list. The sidearms range from the standard pistol as you see. Upgrades are damage increase, magazine increase, and accuracy. The other sidearms you'll see in the next video is a PDW, which is a very decent replacement for the SMG because once you max it out, it has 40 rounds, has more accuracy, and a faster fire rate. So pretty much the SMG, but you get to carry it around for free. The last sidearm is a 8-round Magnum revolver. Once maxed out, it has the highest damage, and I tested it out on a kill the specimen mission, and it is viable. If you can't find any other guns like a shotgun or SMG or whatever, the Magnum is a really good viable weapon to use. So you're also probably wondering, why am I searching around in the dark? Well, mostly due to the fact that I'm trying to find extra bodies to see the possibility of what creature I'm dealing with during this mission. It's also so I can find these black data discs. They're called unknown discs, but they're basically discs that have information on them that pretty much is important to gain some extra money. I believe if you find 1 data disc, you get 100 cred each disc. So if you find 5, you'll get 500 cred. If you find 3, you'll get 300, so on and so forth. There's also me scattering around, running around looking for scattered credits on the ground. There are 3 tiers of credits, as I said in my review of this game when I played the demo. Tier 1, you only get 5 credits, Tier 2 you get 10, and Tier 3 you get 15. It's best to look around for small bits of credits if you want a little bit of a kick in your currency, but it's not the most viable thing to do. The most viable thing to do is to actually complete missions and find those discs. And to not die, because if you do die, you do get a credit penalty, and if you play multiplayer, there is a credit penalty for doing friendly fire damage. Depending on how much damage you do, you'll lose a certain amount of credits, and deaths take 200 credits away per death, so it's best not to die too much. And obviously, if you fail the mission, you get nothing whatsoever. You just wasted your time, technically. So in all honesty, this game can be considered an extraction survival horror shooter, but not 100%. But it is what it is. I will also be in the next video. I'll also be showing off the alternate routes for trying to get to certain objectives, because due to another update, as you saw on the map, they added the lab or the medical wing, so we can go through there now. Usually just looking, then usually what I do is literally I start looking around for more credits as I go to the objective. It's best bet so that I have at least some money going into my bank in case I were to fail the mission, which can happen anytime depending on the creature you have. So based off the bodies you saw on the ground as me examining, I didn't bother to check the specimen terminal. That's because due to playing this game so much and seeing pretty much every specimen on the list, aside from 2, they're easy to identify. Well, I said aside from 3, because the third one, which was the giant robot, is no longer available due to probably needing to rebalance him for the next update, or the fact that he was just a bit broken and not that pretty easy to avoid. Um, the creature I'm dealing with, as you've seen from the bodies where they have holes in their heads, is the killer drone. Um, it pretty much all it does is that it floats around patrolling, and if it spots you, it will latch onto you and drill a hole in your head. Now, if you're playing multiplayer, the drone will ignore you if you're nearby other players at a certain distance. So, for example, if you're 3 feet away, it'll ignore you. If you're 2 feet, 1 foot, they'll ignore you. But if you're anything further than that, I think like around 5 to 10 feet, it'll start attacking you. And there is a chance for the drone to actually malfunction and immediately start going into kill mode, meaning that no matter how many people are nearby, or no matter if like you're near someone to prevent it from trying to kill you, it will just go nuts and try to kill you. Now, as I'm running away, since it's on easy, or technically normal difficulty, blue is easy, green is normal, orange is hard, and purple is nightmare. The level of chase that the drone can give is very low. Like right now, on normal, I literally just outran it, getting into the mess hall and closing the shutter so it doesn't spot me while I'm in here. Um, on the other difficulties, the monster AI tends to be a bit different. On easy, it pretty much doesn't really patrol often, or if it does, it's like very sparse, and it will pretty much ignore you most of the time, especially if you know what you're doing and you have the threat detector as a secondary item. On normal, it's well, obviously normal. They'll patrol pretty often, come out of vents more often, and have a bit more aggression towards you. On hard, they're a lot more aggressive. They pop up more often, and they don't give up chase way too easily. And on nightmare, they are completely ballistic. They will literally come after you no matter what you do. And if you manage to break their line of sight, you better find a good hiding spot, or you better get your objective done fast, because that won't last long. I've even played some of these nightmare missions with friends, and it tends to be a bit much. Now, the important thing to note is that the modifiers in this game are pretty, in certain situations, are detrimental, but can be like easy to maintain. For example, I just mentioned that we're dealing with the paid money and health modifier, along with the no category 1 weapons, or was it category 2? Either way, no category 1 or 2 weapons means that those weapons are not available on the map. They will not be found no matter how much you try, and it's best to stick with your sidearm or whatever category that's still available. So if there's no category 1, there'll still be category 2, so you can find category 2 anywhere, which is like the assault rifle and the shotgun. And if there's no category 2, then you'll only be dealing with category 1, which is just SMGs. Then there's also the one where it's category 0, where you're not allowed to bring your sidearm, which is a bit... It's a lot rougher, but at the same time, category 2 and 1 are still available, even without your sidearm. The other one, which is paid ammo and health, is self-explanatory. You use any health or ammo station, whether it's on the shuttle or in the ship itself, you will have to pay a certain fee. Usually the fee is around like 50 creds each, but if you're prone to getting hurt a lot, or if you like to spend ammo constantly, then you're going to be draining your bank account pretty hard, especially if you're playing on Nightmare and you have the Scorpion, which is another monster, which I will get into at some point, but that's for another video if I ever do a mission and the Scorpion is my specimen that I chose, or got, I should say, because it's RNG. Now, there are other modifiers on the list. There's the one modifier called, what was it? Unstable power, where you turn the power on and then every once in a while the power will go off and you have a 30-second timer. either 30 seconds or a random time. I'm not too sure depending on the difficulty, but the power will go off and all respawn pods and lights will be shut off. So do not die when the power goes out. It'll come back on, or you can actually circumvent that by going back to the command deck and turning it back on manually. It's best to have someone on power duty if you have that modifier on. Then there's power already on modifier, which means once you get into the ship, the power is on, meaning the monster's on is pursuing you actively already. So that means you get the objective done immediately. But that also saves time in trying to open doors and find different routes to make sure you don't get lost. Oh, and by the way, the frame rate's gonna drop because there has been an issue on Steam Deck where the black box drops frame rate due to carrying it around. This also applies to PC, just a tad bit, but not too much. But there's also other modifiers aside from the weapon ones I mentioned. There's one for no explosives. There's a modifier for no weapon beep, meaning you won't be able to find any weapons based off beep. You actually have to start like searching actively. And I believe another modifier is I'm trying to remember if there's any more, but so far those are the only ones that I can recall. And the modifier system is actually quite nice. I do enjoy the fact that the modifiers actually spice up the game and give more money depending on the mission too and the difficulty. There is some modifiers that I would like to see added to the game, such as respawn pods are disabled or something like that, so everybody has one individual life. Once they lose it, it's game over. I would like to see a modifier where weapons are broken. Like, you'll still find all the normal weapons and stuff, but they're all broken, meaning like they have like minimal ammo, or the damage that they do is significantly reduced, or something along those lines. But those are just my suggestions. And that's that. That's how simple this mission was. All you needed to do was get the black box, make sure to survive, get it on the ship, put it in the slot, and then just ride away. That's about it. And then here's the results screen, which will show you guys what exactly that you accomplished. It'll tell you how much money the mission was worth, and with the modifiers, how much money you'll get as a bonus. You get your death counter, friendly fire counter, team kill counter, which also takes away credits, ammo crate use, healing station use, unknown discs found, and a overall total. Well, that was it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in another one, and maybe I'll have some other videos along the lines. Maybe some emulated games or some more Species Unknown. Who knows? Until then, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.